Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing medications and diabetes and medical supplies and pharmacies, basically anything medical related as someone who is blind. So I guess we'll start with my eye condition. In my previous videos, I think I have mentioned it. I have retinopathy of prematurity, which means that my retinas detached when I was a baby due to being premature. I was born at 24 weeks, I think, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I was born at, I'm pretty sure, 24 weeks at 1 pound 8 ounces, and the oxygen that was given to me basically burnt my retinas and started to make them deteriorate. So I am now left with no vision as a side effect of that. So that's the main medical thing for me, I would say. But it's something that I often forget to put on medical applications because I've lived with it for my whole life. So I'll be sitting there, you know, typing out a medical application and I'll go, diabetes, thyroid issues, fibromyalgia, all these other things. And then, and I'll be sitting there, what's the one I'm forgetting? Oh, right, I'm blind. So it's kind of funny in that way. But yeah, it's such a world where, because sighted people would probably be like, how do you forget you're blind? Well, for me, it's kind of like, I'm so used to it now. It's just like, it's just first nature to me, or second nature. First nature? What? Second nature to me, and it's just like normal. If I were sighted, I would not know how to deal with it at this point. But anyway, other medical issues I have, one is diabetes, and so you're probably wondering, how on earth do you manage your diabetes as a blind person? If you are blind yourself and you have diabetes and you're new to diabetes, it can be very stressful because they say to you, oh, you need to get a meter or a glucometer. Well, glucometer is the medical term. Meter, same thing. And it's like, okay, I know that, but how am I supposed to read it? As is everything these days with technology. Luckily for us, there are talking meters out there. The one I use is called the EZ Oracle. E-Z, like, not easy, like the word, it's like the two letters, E and Z, and then Oracle, O-R-I-C-A-L. And it's fairly nice. Sad part is it doesn't have Bluetooth capabilities, as some on the market glucometers do have, but it's better to have the talking, in my opinion, than to have the Bluetooth capability. I have tried the One Touch. I do also have a One Touch as well. One Touch Vario Reflect, I think I have. And that one does not talk. It basically just sends the results to your phone, and sometimes that takes up to 5 minutes, and you don't even know if it failed or not, because sometimes it does fail, and like it won't send the failed reading to your phone, as far as I know. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that either. So I much prefer the Oracle when I'm doing it myself. If I have someone to help me, I'll probably use the One Touch, but for independence sakes, I use the Oracle. And you're probably wondering, like, how do you know when there's blood in your finger? Well, it's kind of a trial and error. At first, for me, it was really hard, so I'd get sighted people to help me, and I would squeeze my finger, and they'd just tell me when there's enough blood. So it's kind of a matter of knowing how much you've squeezed your finger after you've pricked yourself to get the right amount of blood. And then with the EZ Oracle, when there is enough blood on the strip, it will beep to tell you that there's enough blood and that it's testing, and then it'll read your result out loud. I would show it to you, but I just ate a vanilla cupcake and some really nice hot dogs and things for dinner, so I think there's no point in testing my blood sugar right now. But I will do a video on that in the future, as well as my opinions on the Freestyle Libre sensors, because I have used those as well in the past. If you're wondering what those are, they are a continuous glucose monitor that sits on your arm, somewhere around here for sighted people is usually where I put it, where the camera's pointing on the back of my arm. But I don't have them anymore because my diabetes is well under control, which is great. And I mean, it was causing me a little bit of anxiety because the alarms tend to go off on those sensors, and you know, it's very interesting the way they work, but when you don't need them, you don't need them. And I guess that's the biggest thing for me now, is to realize I don't need them and I don't need to be relying on sensors. So yeah, that's mostly how I use my check my sugar for my diabetes, and luckily I'm not on insulin, so I don't have to deal with that. But there are ways of giving yourself insulin as well. I just don't know. I wouldn't be able to speak on that. If you do need to learn more about that, Hadley School for the Blind does have a resource for like giving yourself insulin or checking your blood sugar. It just explains how to do it, and they can help you with that as well. So as for medications, I take my medications in, I don't use bottles anymore, I use blister packs. So I just count the days down the column of the blister pack. So like starting at the top is Sunday and then all the way down to Saturday. I would just count the day. So like if it was Tuesday, I'd count 3 down and then take the pills from in there. And you know, it's pretty common. It's pretty simple for me to remember, not saying that it is for everyone, but like across, as you go across, it's, you know, morning, lunch, supper, and then nighttime. Supper / dinner, because I know different parts of the world call different things different things. But yeah, so I just do it that way, as well as I have script talk labels on the top of my blister packs. So those are little infrared barcode things, and you can scan them with the script talk app, which I will do a review on once I have my MacBook able to be used as a camera, because my phone has the app and I can't use my phone as a camera and the app. It just wouldn't work. But I may get a script talk label done. I may have to reach out to the company to get them to do a test label for me so that I can show you all how it works. Yeah, so that's that. And the newest medication on my list, the testosterone. I take my testosterone as a gel. That gel is called Testim, and it comes in very small tubes. It's for blind people and those of you who have never seen it, who can see. It's a bit smaller than a tube of toothpaste, like the mini tubes of toothpaste that you can get. And I take 1 tube a day, and I apply it to my stomach. Usually it's recommended that you apply it to your arms or upper shoulders, but my doctor said that my stomach is a good place to put it for me if I want to. Please, before you do what I do, if you want to put it on your stomach, please consult your doctor. I am not a doctor. I only do what I know is going to work for me. Please consult whoever gives you your hormones before applying the gel to your stomach, if that is what you want to do. because, you know, everybody's different and everybody could have a reaction to it or different kinds of feelings about applying it in different places. But yeah, so I just squeeze out the tube and apply it and rub it on my stomach, and that's how I get my testosterone. Yeah, so, and it's 1 tube a day, and that is all, really. Yeah, so that's what I do. And things for over-the-counter. I don't have any Braille labels. I don't put Braille labels on my over-the-counter medications. I try to recognize the size of the box or the bottle. I just go by the sizes, really, of bottles or textures. I've gotten really good at identifying medications by their feel. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I may be uploading another one soon. I would like you guys to comment down below if you have any questions about any of this, or if you have suggestions for me as to what to be doing in the next video. I really need suggestions. I do have one idea, which will be a surprise for the next upcoming video, and hopefully I can figure out how to feature someone in that video to have them on with me. But yes, that will remain a surprise for now, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye!
Switch to rear camera. Stop recording button.